Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a quick and simple kids meal. We're going to be showing you how to create your own chicken nuggets at home. So stay tuned and let's get cooking. So here I have some chicken breast that I removed from a whole chicken. There's no bone. We're going to go ahead and chop it up. And I'm going to add this to my processor, but you can do it manually with a knife. You just need it to be shredded really fine. Alright, I'm going to rinse it with a piece of lime, and then we're going to go ahead and chop it up real fine. Now our chicken is nice and clean. I'm going to cut it up and add it to the processor. And not all the while you're going to give your kids chicken nuggets, but sometimes you want to treat them. And I was reading an article that tells you only for some of the fast food places only 40% of the chicken nugget is actually chicken breast. Some of the article was saying only 50% of it. You would have to read it for yourself to see what make up the rest of the percentage of the chicken nuggets, because I really don't want to gross out anyone. But if you can take the time, it's not hard to prepare. It's very simple, and prepare it at home. We're gonna add this to the processor along with some breadcrumbs. So I'm gonna use maybe a 1.5 slice of bread to create the breadcrumbs in there, unless you have a breadcrumb that doesn't have any seasoning or salt, because we're going to season the chicken. I'm going to use this bread back as well, maybe half of it. I'm going to add the chicken pieces. I'm going to leave back one piece to see how we can do it manually without a processor. Majority of the seasoning is going to be in the flour, so I'm just going to sprinkle on some black pepper to give the chicken some taste, and a little salt and a little garlic powder. Add a little garlic powder and just a pinch of salt. Alright. Okay, you're gonna make steak today.
For me? Yeah, but I forgot about the call until last night.
See how best we can do this with a knife. See that? So if you don't have a food processor, you can definitely do this with your knife. Chicken is nicely shredded, and you can do it smaller if you want, but that was easy. Once your knife is sharp and you really want to give your kids some chicken nuggets. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna chop this up. Okay. Gonna scrape it back into the bowl. Make sure we scrape out everything. So here we have our chicken nugget meat. It's all pre-seasoned. We're gonna add some oil, and then we're gonna shape our nuggets. So we're gonna add about a tablespoon of oil. I'm using vegetable oil. I'm gonna go ahead and use my hands. My hands are clean. Once you incorporate the oil, you're just gonna pinch off a piece to shape your chicken nuggets. You wanna give it like a rectangular or square shape. So just basically shape it in your hands like that. They're not all gonna be the same size unless you're doing a measurement. Smooth it out. Alright, that's our first one. I think that one was a bit big, but that's fine. Once you add the oil, it makes it more pliable and easier to shape. Alright, that's our second one. These are gonna be probably the biggest chicken nuggets, I'm not sure, but that's fine. Bigger the better. Alright, I'm gonna do the rest off camera and come back. So here we are done with this process. As you can see, they're probably bigger than the chicken nuggets that you have bought in a fast food restaurant. Alright, but that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and make our batter. I'm gonna add about 1 cup of flour. This is a blend of seasoning that I made. It was a homemade sazon. If you haven't seen that video, you can check it out. We're gonna add about a teaspoon, well, about 1 spoon of 1.5. Combine that. We're gonna take out about 2 spoons to make a wet batter. So you can add milk or water to this to make a wet batter, and then we're gonna dip it in here and then in here. I'm gonna add some water until the batter is slightly runny. So this is the consistency that you want to have. So we're gonna use 1 of our chicken nuggets, add it in the wet batter, and then we're gonna place it in the dry flour. If you don't want to get your hand messy, you can wear gloves. Oops. Shake off the excess flour. Make sure that the shape is still intact, and then we're gonna put it. Just like that, and then into the dry batter. So I've done 6 already, and I just decided to give you another option. We're gonna try something else. We're gonna put them in the flour, the wet batter, and then we're gonna use some breadcrumbs for the crust, and I'll let you know which one I prefer. So we have 6 more leave, and we're gonna do that with the other 6. So we're gonna add it to the dry batter, then dip it in the wet, and then we're gonna coat it with the breadcrumbs. So either method you want to use, I'll let you know the difference in taste and texture. So there they are, we're all done. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place them in the freezer until I'm finished cleaning up what I've used already and prepping my starch. Then we're gonna go ahead and fry them. All right. Okay, I'm back. we're gonna go ahead and make some potato wedges to go with our chicken nuggets. So we're gonna try and cut them in even slices. About this thick should be good. So we're just gonna coat them with a little oil, and then you can season to your preference. I'm gonna add a little Tony's Creole all-purpose seasoning, add some red pepper flakes, just a little bit, some coriander if you have any. As I said before, just go ahead and season to your preference. I'll add a little Cajun seasoning on it, and that's it. All of that. And I'm gonna air fry these, just put them in the air fryer. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and add our potato wedges to our air fryer, or if you wanna deep fry them, that's totally fine, or you can put them in the oven and bake them as well. Just took my nuggets from the freezer. We're gonna go ahead and fry them. See, they're perfectly set. The breadcrumbs or the flour, whatever you coat it with, the freezer help it to adhere to the chicken. You don't want to fry them at a very high temperature. I'm gonna fry these first, and then we fry the one that is coated with the breadcrumbs. So this is the first set, almost done. 5 to 6 minutes, and these are ready. Remember, the chicken are brined, so they don't take a long time to cook. These are done. There you go. These took 10 minutes in the air fryer, and they're beautifully fried. So these are the one with the breadcrumbs. So there you have a lovely meal for your kids, or even for yourself if you love chicken nuggets, and they taste amazing. Pertaining to the texture, I must say that the one with the breadcrumbs is my favorite. I've ate them both. They both taste good, but the texture of this one with the breadcrumb is really good. So if you're gonna make it, I would say do this method. Really nice. And you can give them a little vegetable to snack on. That's just cucumber, tomato with a little black pepper, salt, vinegar, and their favorite sauce. This is Polynesian sauce, and I add a little ketchup to it. So good. You have your own chicken nuggets. So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your love and your support, and I hope you give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to leave a comment, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.